best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact. The road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact. The homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact. The biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact. The Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Like, wait, if you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radio Land. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. Of course, I am the Summit. Joining me today is Marshmallow Man. No, I'm trying to think. Little Steven over here. What's
Yep.
up? Are you done
Big
eating?
O. The Big O.
Are you done eating?
The Big O. Just fueling up, man.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway.
Why so mean? Yeah, I know, right? Why so mean? You called me a marshmallow man.
Who's the blue meanie, me or him?
No, he said, why are you so mean? You called me a marshmallow man. Kofi Kingston, who? Or who? What?
Bad hair, JP, and bad promo, Scott.
Oh, bad
Scott couldn't be
promo.
here today. We were hoping he could, and JP couldn't be here as well.
James dressed like Pat Patterson.
It looked a lot better than that.
You need to get a first IC belt shirt.
Yeah.
First IC champ.
Little hat on. Is that a little better?
No, not at all.
All right, good. I ain't definitely not doing that. All right, you got to pay attention to Periscope because I got to go to our review of this week.
God, do we really got a review this week?
Yes, we got a review. Why not? Did you hate it that bad?
I didn't really watch it.
Then that's your first
I'm
issue.
starting to fall asleep by Raw. I'm sorry, Raw's making me sleepy.
Not as bad as Smackdown.
Yeah.
Smackdown was, yeah. We'll talk about it, though.
I saw bits and pieces of SmackDown.
This week, they were in Atlanta.
I always fall asleep during the main event. Me too.
No, they were in Anaheim, and I know somebody was there today. I thought was anybody at the show last week? At Raw this week? I thought that somebody on the show was.
Anaheim?
Anaheim, yeah. Enzo and Kaz comes out. Jericho comes out. Kevin Owens comes out. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. I love Jericho and Owens together. All right? I like it together right now. Until you make some more tag teams, this is what you'll have to do.
No, I agree with you. I just, I don't want to see Owens go into that rut of not doing anything.
He's doing something.
Like, do we
Did
really
you hear the crowd reaction?
Another bad tag team, Jericho. Jericho, actually. That does actually spell Jericho. That's funny.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like that one. But I like it.
I don't know, man. I don't hate it, but I don't see them ever winning the tag team. They're not winning the titles.
Probably not.
But it's just, how many more guys need to partner with him? Yeah, absolutely. How many more guys got to partner with Jericho?
I mean, no, you got a point.
No, you shouldn't have kept Y2AJ. You didn't want to see Y2AJ anymore.
No.
No one wanted to see that anymore.
All right, so we're not fans of that. Okay. I thought the promo was great, though. I thought both promos were really good.
I think he's good.
And at least the promos are between the wrestlers, not
Mick or anybody
I'm
else.
tired of John Bon Jericho, too.
John Bon Jericho's great,
John
dude.
Bon Jericho, man.
Enzo might not be killing it in the ring, but he's killing it on the
He's
mic.
open Raw for 2 weeks. You're right, Original Jimmy. He's been opening Raw for the last 2 weeks. He's been doing good. He really has.
Jericho wins by DQ after Kaz interferes. Enzo and Kaz versus Owens and Jericho at SummerSlam. Hey, I'm fine with that.
Gives him something to do.
Yeah. Then you got Mick Foley backstage with Sasha. Then we got Strowman versus Joel Nelson. Strowman wins with a reverse choke slam. All I'll say on this is all you got for the guy. I mean, I'm fine with this right now.
Why would you say that, Original Jimmy? Why would you even?
What?
Why would you even put that into my brain? No Cass heel turn. There's no Cass heel turn right now. I hope
That's
not.
a year down the road.
I mean, I hope not.
That's
I hope
a-
you are so wrong on that.
That's
right
a
now.
year. That's a year or two down the road. It's way too early to do that right now.
Cass would be a big heel at SummerSlam. Real heat. Yeah,
No,
but I don't want to
no,
see that.
It's too early. They've not even held the tag team championships yet. You can't turn Kaz yet. I'm telling you, if you did it now, Kaz would not survive. Okay?
Yeah.
He would not survive. He's not ready to be a single wrestler by himself.
Yeah.
Neither one of those guys are ready yet.
And no, I don't think Strowman's going to be a big choice turning face.
No, you keep him as a monster
Yeah,
heel.
I don't think so, Mr. Candlelight.
He needs a good manager. He needs a manager.
Who? Please
That's
name
the
me
problem.
one
Who?
person. Who?
Paul Heyman, that's about it.
Nah, man. Like,
I mean, that's all you got right now for managers, unless you don't bring some other managers up.
do we think Strowman is Taker's next opponent?
They were trying to do that last year at WrestleMania.
Armando Estrada needs to be.
No. That wouldn't work out.
Armando.
Yeah. But no, he needs a good manager with him. But, it's all right. Mick Foley with
He'll
Puff
get
Daddy.
Jeb.
Yeah. Mick Foley with Puff Daddy backstage. New Day walks in. Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil. Young wins with roll up. The first roll up of the night. Okay, they're on TV. That's all I can see.
Yeah, primetime players are on TV again, guys.
Rollins comes out. I thought he had a good promo. Of course, Finn Balor didn't show up, but I thought Rollins had a great promo.
Good, get the match over with, feud over with the primetime players.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting stale.
I'm on
Sorry.
to Rollins.
I don't care about
I didn't
Rollins,
spend
okay?
a lot of time. I asked your thoughts on the promo.
I know. But we're done with Rollins because you got Sandow now, so you don't have to be a Rollins fan.
Are you going to give me a thought on Rollins or not? No, I'm always going to be a fan of Rollins. What's your... No, didn't like it?
No, I mean,
Right.
it's good. I'm just... I want to see them in ring action.
Together? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
So next we have Cesaro versus Sheamus. Cesaro wins. And then we have Orton and Lesnar videos. Nothing special. Then we had the Dudleys versus Neville and Sin Cara.
Are you
Never
serious?
wins with the red arrow.
Sin Cara's back?
Yep. So we had the Dudleys lose to Neville and Sin Cara.
You're a tag team guy, and you're not even with your tag team partner. That's good.
Yeah. Well, no, him and Kalisto broke up, so it's fine. Then we had Rusev with Lana, Celebration of Love. I'm gonna tell you my thought. I was in tears. It was such an emotional moment watching Lana and Rusev get married. It just, Steven, I know you don't understand how it feels. Well, I mean, maybe the first time you got a pet. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Thank you, Mr. Candle. I'm
What?
thinking the same thing. What's wrong with you?
What? I can't like the moment. I mean, JBL loved it. Not JBL, but Corey Graves loved it as well.
Again, what is wrong with you?
Then Reigns comes out. They brawl. Reigns pushed Rusev into Lana, and she went face first into the wedding cake. And, I thought it was a good segment. What do you think? Or what's the question?
Oh, no, someone was just talking about the crowd was booing the whole time during the segment. With,
Actually, they
Lana
cheered at the
and-
end. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But they
They
chanted
cheered?
boring, but then Reigns came out. Hey, this is my thoughts on this is this is perfect for Reigns, okay? You want to get him back with the crowd.
You're rebuilding
You try
him.
to do this. You rebuild him through the U.S. belt.
And he's doing good. People like him now. I mean, there was a lot of cheers with him.
And this is a good rivalry. I know.
Maybe James should marry Sandow's Shrine live on WWE show.
Already taken. But I like the two. I like the two together. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
Rusev. A lot of people don't like Rusev. I like Rusev and Lana together.
I don't
You know?
mind it. I'm getting tired of the gimmick.
How are you getting tired of the gimmick?
Like, it's... he doesn't... Like, now she's starting to talk for him again, which is great.
Right.
That's what she needs to do. But how... Like, for the longest time, we had to hear him talk, and it's like, give it a rest. Like, I can't understand you. But Lana is a great manager. She's a really good manager, a really good valet.
All right. Then
So-
we had Dana Brooke versus Sasha. If Dana Brooke wins, it would be 2-on-1 at SummerSlam. If Sasha wins, it's, of course, 1-on-1 with no Dana Brooke at ringside. Sasha wins with double knees to the gut. It was all right. It was
Yeah.
all right match. And then we had the best moment of the night, Anderson and Gallows video. I'm going to tell you, the doctor videos was great. Did you see them?
Yes.
That was great. Come on, dude. Ring postcitis. That was great.
But Gallows has, like, no charisma. You want to talk about
That's
a guy...
no charisma?
The guy has no charisma. He can't even make a smile or
Are
a
you
sad
serious?
face or nothing. He
How are
has
you
the
saying
same... He looks like a shriveled up fruit or something.
This is
It's
the same
just-
guy that came out with Rapper J in Biscuits and Gravy.
I get it.
And you're
I
saying
get he's
Gallows.
Festus. He has no charisma.
How are you saying he has no charisma? Did you not see
Festus
him with
had
Gallows? Are you
charisma,
serious?
but Luke Gallows has no charisma.
Did you not see the same video I did? That was charisma.
Carl Anderson had more charisma
Well,
than him.
yes, Carl Anderson's got more charisma because he's got a hot Asian wife. But he...
Does it
Gallows
bring
is
back
great.
nightmares for him? If the bell rings, does it bring back nightmares?
Yeah, Gallows was awesome on Monday, man. In the
Simon Dean had charisma. Oh, yeah, Simon Dean had a lot of charisma.
Simon Dean had a lot, but I thought it was a great promo. Man, I'll tell you.
I know, I didn't hate the promo. I just, I don't know what it is about Luke Gallows. He's
You're
just
still
not-
picturing biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, that's what
Probably.
I did.
Stop
Rico
picturing-
had charisma. Rico had a lot of charisma.
Yes, he did. Rico was the man. Then we had New Day comes out without Big E, who is hurt, supposedly from ring postcitis.
You think that's all a front? It's got to be, right?
Oh, well, no, the ring postcitis is a front,
Yeah.
but yeah. Then we had Kofi versus Gallows. Gallows wins. And then we got Golden Truth with Scooby-Doo.
Christian didn't have charisma, is what Mr. Kendall likes.
He was a captain of charisma. How you say he got charisma?
Look, I can name myself Captain Charisma. Doesn't mean I have charisma.
No, you don't name yourself something unless you are it.
So you're telling me Edge really is a rated R superstar?
Yes.
I don't believe he is.
I can't ask Lita. Ask Beth Phoenix.
I don't want to ask Beth Phoenix.
He's doing pretty good.
I don't want to ask the Glamazon.
All right. I mean, Randy Orton's a Viper. You seen him? He looks like a Viper.
Yeah.
All right. So, what? Oh, shoot. Then we have Mick Foley comes out. He calls out Daniel Bryan. Rusev comes out. Cesaro comes out. And they put up the U.S. title on the line. Rusev versus Cesaro. Sheamus interrupts. Sheamus bro kicked Cesaro. And Rusev kicked Cesaro for the win. Reigns spears Rusev. What do you think of the show?
Reigns spears Rusev. Yeah. That's weird. So, Rusev got 2 times on the show that night? No, I mean, the match is all right. The ending of the show is good. I think it helps Reigns' character and everything else. I think it really does. help him be the ultimate good guy again. And people were cheering at the end of the night, so it seems like it's helping. Seems like it's a good thing for him. So I had no problems with the show. I thought the show was good. I thought the ending was I think the ending was okay. The beginning was great. The ending wasn't bad. So I'll say that. The ending wasn't bad.
You have to go back.
Yeah. So I'll say that. I'll say that it was okay. I think it's really helping out Reigns right now. I think, like, he's getting back up there.
All right, we'll give it a grade.
A grade?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know.
I'm going to give it below Daniel Bryan. I'm going to give it a solid...
That's what she said.
A solid D+.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give it a D+.
I'll give it a C.
I like the Rusev wedding. I know a lot of people didn't like the ceremony. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I think it's just because we've seen
Change of
so
pace.
many wedding ceremonies.
When's the last time we seen a wedding on
It's
Raw?
been a minute. It's been
AJ
like
Lee.
3 years.
AJ
Yeah.
and Dolph.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
But that was like less than 3 years ago.
But it's been a while. So
No, Daniel Bryan and AJ.
when
as
have
well.
you seen such an inspirational couple?
Bad News
since
Barrett is the best free agent. He's not a
then? Bad News Barrett. Bad News Barrett? Yeah, come on. All right. Then, let's go on to SmackDown. I'll get, what do you say? I said D+. You said what?
C.
All right. SmackDown, we had Del Rio and Orton backstage. The Wyatts come out. Ambrose comes out. Ziggler comes out. Ziggler hits Ambrose with a super kick accidentally. Bray hits Sister Abigail on Ziggler. We figured this is what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we had Ziggler and Ambrose backstage arguing. Daniel Bryan and Shane walks in. They put Ziggler and Ambrose versus the Wyatts, which I said they would. Then we got American Alphas versus two jobbers. The Ascension comes out. Vaudevillian comes out. Hype Bros come out. The Alphas win. And then all the teams brawl. Okay. The two jobbers don't need to be in the match. I get Braun Strowman. I get Nia Jax facing jobbers. But the Alphas don't need to be in a jobber match.
I guess they don't know what to do with him right now. I think that's what it is. They don't know
Have
what to
them fight
do.
one of the four teams that came out.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes no sense. It reminded me of watching Tuesday Night Thunder. Thursday Night Thunder. Yeah, it's getting that way. Someone said something, but I'll let you finish the show first before I bring up the comment.
Okay. All right. We'll save it.
Yeah.
Then we had Miz with Renee Young on Talking Smack. What the H was that? Miz was laying on the counter with Maurice on the other side. And they were looking at each other, talking during the show. I'm like...
Not PG this segment. Yeah, right?
No, it wasn't even close to PG. But
The wardrobe malfunction was funny, though. Yeah, we'll talk about that one.
yeah, we'll get into that. But the Miz thing... just, I didn't get
OMG, he said the H word.
it. Yeah. I did say the H word, didn't I? I was trying to keep it PG. But I was like, what the heck was that? Come on.
Yeah, they were trying to be Edge and Lita. Yeah.
And they were not even close. Then we have Becky versus Eva Marie. She has a wardrobe malfunction. Becky is in the ring talking. Alexa Bliss comes out. Eva Marie comes out, and Bliss wins with the Twisted Bliss. Listen, the only thing I like about... Okay. Alexa Bliss, I do like her finishing maneuver, though. The Twisted Bliss, that was cool. The match...
What the
She's not
HE
ready.
double hockey sticks?
She's not ready yet, though. I mean, she's not ready to be on SmackDown or Raw.
No, the issue is they never built her up at NXT. She was built up for a second. That was it. She was good as a manager for a tag team. That was it. She doesn't really... Oh, you don't get the Eva Marie storyline? It's very simple. And I'll go ahead and tell you what it is. They're going to play this whole thing until SummerSlam, and she's finally going to have her first match at SummerSlam. I already get that. But what gets me, I wanted to go back to that, but let me finish my thought. Alexa Bliss, there's no build-up. So there's nothing to see. Moving on from that, Eva Marie, it was funny the first week. Cool. All right, get it. You're too good for these people. You don't need to do a match. Come on.
But wardrobe malfunction.
Now we're going to do a wardrobe. What's next? Your hair's going to be on fire?
Sorry, red. But, the problem with Alexa Bliss, though, she was in NXT. And she
like when Jericho returned. Yeah.
She never really...
It's true.
She never really did anything, okay, in NXT. She never had a rivalry, really. You never carried a storyline with her. Now you put her on major TV,
Same thing with Eva Marie. Eva Marie had one storyline.
Eva Marie's a little bit different. I can get Eva Marie. All right, if you look at NXT, she had a little rivalry with Bayley, and Nia Jax was her partner. She gets a crowd reaction at least. People are like, who is Alexa Bliss? No one knows.
No one knows her.
So everybody's like, what? Then we had Orton versus Botch Rio. Orton wins with an RKO. And then we got Rhino and Slater backstage. Slater said he's got 7 kids.
What?
I don't know. Slater versus Rhino. Rhino wins with a gore. Then we got White's promo.
Whoa.
I'm done with the Slater and
Eva Marie is not the female version of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, at least, I like. I don't like
That's
Eva
a good
Marie.
comparison.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No, because he actually gets applause a little bit. She can't even
Roman
wrestle.
Reigns can wrestle better than Eva
Yes.
Marie, all right? Then we got Shane and Daniel Bryan backstage. Slater walks in. They were going to give him a contract, but he argues himself out of he doesn't need it, so he walks away. Then we got Carmella versus Natalya. Carmella wins with Carmella wins with a code of silence. I'm not. I know Scott's not on the show, but his girl wasn't that impressive to me.
Code of silence?
Yes,
is that her move?
And her finisher is she locked her legs around. I don't know if people was on bite.
I don't think it's
But
that great.
she's all right. Renee Young, Baron Corbin beats up Kalisto backstage. Then we got Ziggler and Ambrose versus the Wyatts. Ziggler wins with a super kick. Ambrose hits Dirty Deeds on Ziggler, and that was the end of Raw or SmackDown.
Ugh.
Thoughts?
I don't know if I have any.
What's your grade on SmackDown?
My grade on SmackDown, I would have to say, same as Raw, C.
All right, if I'm going with a D+ for Raw, I'm going to go a solid Daniel Bryan, a D- for SmackDown. Because there were so many holes on the show. What?
So I'm going to bring Madden's question back up since we're done with the show.
We're not done with the show.
I mean, we're done with SmackDown review. Where was Cena and Styles on SmackDown? He asked, and it made no sense.
Well,
yeah,
I would
makes
tell
no
you,
sense.
Cena actually was in China, from what I heard, for promoting the next tour they do.
You don't need to be in China.
No. Listen. My thing is, you had Finn Balor wasn't on Raw. You didn't have Cena and Styles on SmackDown. All you had was videos.
More than the Brooklyn Brawler has in his shirt.
SmackDown, to me, was a lot worse than Raw this week.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know I did D+, D-. But it was very lackluster this week. We're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
All right, and this is what worries me about SummerSlam. We're 2 weeks away. That means next week will be the last week before SummerSlam. And we don't have any matches really set up for SummerSlam.
No, we have none.
We got the World Championships on both sides. All right, you got the Tag Team Championships set up. Besides that, you got the World,
and
you got the women's,
yeah.
But besides that, there's a lot of holes on both shows. We don't know who the Alpha's going to fight yet. We don't know who
The Miz.
The Miz is going. We know The Miz is fighting. It's already said he's fighting Apollo Crews.
Oh, okay, so we know all the major belts, but we still have there's a lot of holes.
They've
got a lot of storylines.
The build up has not been great.
Yeah,
because you had no AJ Styles and John Cena this week.
Yeah.
All right, so we need more build up with these other guys, and then you got Dudley Boys facing no tech.
Alphas will fight the Bushwhackers at SummerSlam.
Why not? That'll work. Then I'd say we was in review NXT. Did you watch NXT? I did not.
Nope.
Week. All right. The Cruiserweight Champion Classic. You want to talk about that for a sec?
Yeah, I guess if you want to talk about that one. Okay, let me see if I can remember the people that were on it. I remember the last one, but I can't remember. I don't know what his name is. The Spanish guy.
Matlick?
No. Malacca?
Yes.
Grand Malacca or something like that versus who was his opponent? Can't remember his opponent's name.
Tajiri.
Oh, it was Tajiri. All right. So, all right. Here's my thing. So they had that one, and then they had Cedric versus Koto. And the first match was Tajiri versus Malacca, and I was all right that at least they gave it to the other guy. They didn't give it to Tajiri. The match was actually really good. I'll give Tajiri credit for a man who is 46 years old. He can still wrestle till this day. I mean, he's not that bad of a wrestler, in my opinion. I think Tajiri's really not that bad, especially for his age. But they gave it to the younger guy, to the Malacca. He did a Malacca driver, and he won the match. The other one, it was Cedric versus Koto, the Golden Star, Koto, and Koto Ibushi. And that one was all right.
What? Go ahead.
Why are you doing that?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I don't think you are listening to
No,
me.
go ahead.
But it was Koto versus Cedric, and heck of a match. If you haven't seen it, if you have the network, please go watch the Cruiserweight Classic. It was great. The Cruiserweight Classic was good. Why are you booing me? Like, can you stop it? Or help me out with this and stop watching me crash and burn?
No, I'm listening to you.
No, you like to see me crash and burn over here. This isn't cool.
I'm listening to you.
Smackdown was so bad that midway through the show, I left the house to grocery shop with my wife. Yeah, makes sense.
SmackDown was rough. And I remember somebody on this show saying last week, SmackDown had the better draft. It doesn't look like it so far.
I can't remember who that was, but I think his name rhymes with Rot and Mealy. Yeah. I think that was his name.
Rot and Mealy?
Rot Mealy. Rot Mealy said that last week.
That's pretty good, Steve.
Yeah, thank you.
Came up with
I'm
that.
pretty good at that. Anyways. No, so Koto ended up defeating Cedric Alexander. And the match was incredible. I cannot describe the match to you. It was just that good. But I can't tell you how it finished. Koto did last ride, and he did a kick to the head to Cedric, and then did last ride and ended the match. But Cedric got a standing ovation, and they said, "Please sign Cedric, please sign Cedric." And Triple H came out of the curtains and said, "Okay," and walked back to the curtain with Cedric. So, don't know what that implies, but I think that implies we have not seen the last of Cedric Alexander. So,
I agree. Probably not. You probably see more.
I mean, I've always been a fan of Cedric, not just because he's from here, from Charlotte, but I think he's very talented. It just depends. Is he going to be... I mean, he has that it factor. We both know that. We've seen him. But it just depends.
We
is he
about
going to do
it.
it?
He needs to be with the right company to get better.
Yeah.
I
think if he goes over, overseas.
Ring of Honor, any of those other New Japan, I think he would be really good. TNA.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Ring of Honor.
That
New
destroys
Japan.
your career.
It's refreshing the new career tonight.
Is it?
Yes. Is it? Yes, it is.
Because Samoa Joe is doing nothing in WWE right now because he was in TNA.
All right. Well, that's good for you. Anyway, let's go take a break. In this show, we got one more show coming up. Stick around. We got wrestling news, and we'll talk about Connor a little bit. We'll get into that. Make sure you got any questions, comments, anything like that. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.